This anime gave me nightmares for weeks. Not because it's scary, it's not even a horror, but it contains one of the most disgusting flashbacks I've ever seen. Despite this, it's one of my favourite anime of all time. I've always been a fan of cool main characters in anime. Sung Jin-woo, Saiki, Saitama, just to name a few. Enter Yuji Kazumi, the main protagonist from the Fruit of Grisaia, and in my opinion, one of the most badass MCs of all time. This guy does not give a flying f***. The Fruit of Grisaia released in October 2014, and was produced by the same studio that made Origaru, which also has one of the best MCs in any anime. This was one of the first anime I ever watched, and it might be what drew me to characters that are so cool that they're borderline emotionless. It's also the first time an anime has mentally scarred me. Let's give it a watch. Yuji has just started at a new school. He asked to be transferred to a normal one, but this place is anything but normal. After entering the dorms for the first time, he's immediately greeted by a girl wearing a maid costume, Komine-san, who gives him a tour and tells him he'll be in charge of the dorms from now on. Later on, Yuji's chilling in his room, naked, with his perfectly average teenage body, goes for a run, and then bumps into a girl named Amane, and a lolly with a really annoying voice. He then hears someone singing across the school, so he goes to investigate. After following the sound into a classroom, he finds a blonde tsundere. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. She might just be the most tsundere of all tsunderes. You could almost say she's bipolar. She actually is. Yuji toys with her, poking fun at her for being a tsundere. Then, no nosebleed. That's how you know he's cool. In the evening, Yuji is walking around the school when he runs into the loner, Yumiko. She tries to walk away from him since boys are yucky, so Yuji grabs her shoulder, and she reacts by trying to stab him. But he catches her arm like an absolute alpha. The credits roll and Yuji heads back to his room. But surprise, Amane is standing right in front of him, tits out and all. She asks him if he has a sister. He says yeah, but she's dead. She responds by saying that she'll be his big sister from now on. The first episode basically introduces us to all the girls that he'll be going to school with. And yes, he has been transferred into an all-girls school. So what's so unusual about this place? Well, they're all mentally and Yuji makes it his mission to help them. But he doesn't exactly use conventional methods. For example, he buries one of them underground with no food or water to make her realise she wants to live. But it's fine because he's cool and handsome. And that's what the show is essentially about. Cool guy becomes a counsellor in a borderline insane asylum. But there's one part of the anime that literally gave me nightmares. If you don't want spoilers, now's the time to click away. Seriously, go watch the show. The following episodes tell the story of Amane's past and Yuji's sister. Turns out, they went to school together when they were kids. They're on a school trip. The bus takes a detour off a cliff and crashes into a forest in the middle of nowhere. With no way to escape and barely any food or water, the kids have to switch into survival mode. Everything seems okay. They still have food, and after a helicopter flies overhead, hopes are high. But unfortunately it doesn't stop for them. The teacher heads off into the forest to look for help. He takes half the group's food with him. Yuji's sister is tending to a girl who got cut in the crash. The wound is infected and full of maggots. Another girl lies next to her, covered in mold. "I just want to die," she cries out. One of the girl's dogs has unfortunately passed away. They play a game of rock, paper, scissors to decide who butchers it. The teacher returns, laughing hysterically. He's gone insane after failing to find help. The first student passes away, so the teacher takes her body into the woods to bury her. 2 more students die, one from sepsis, the other from... Sensei takes their bodies into the woods to bury them. One of the girls offered Yuji's sister and Amane some food. saying that Sensei had caught a deer. Later that night, Amane and Yuji's sister catch him sneaking off into the forest with one of the girls. They follow him, and what they find is disgusting. I can't even show it. Amane then sees a butchered body on the ground. I'll let you connect the dots. She gasps, and the teacher, now looking like something straight out of Attack on Titan, chases them into the forest. We'll leave it there. I love everything about this anime. It's dark, emotional, and whilst Yuji seems bland and emotionless, his backstory is one of the deepest I've ever seen. I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10. See ya.